class, so we continue with another one topics related to double integral, which is polar integral. Okay, polar integral or polar form integral lah. Okay, alright. So actually, what's mean by polar integral? Okay, so before this, you have deal with integration that involve variable x, y, z. Okay, macam ni kan? Dx, dy. Okay, so this is what we call as in a Cartesian form. Okay, Cartesian form. So now we move or we go to the another form, which is polar form, and the polar form is like this. Okay, right. So you can see here the difference here between Cartesian and polar. And of course of the variable itself lah. Okay, for the variable yang involved for polar is r and theta. R is a radius. Okay, theta is a theta. Theta is a angle, right? Angle. So and then we will also integrate respect to r and theta if they have no longer x and y here. Okay, alright. So basically, they have a steps lah. From Cartesian, from Cartesian we want to change to polar form. Okay, changing from Cartesian to polar. Okay, right. So the first one, okay, the first step that you need to do is you will substitute. Okay, we will substitute x with r cos theta. So this is your question, the original one. You will give it in Cartesian form. So how to change become polar? So the first step, we will do let x equal to r cos theta. So we want to eliminate x and y here. We don't want x and y anymore. Okay, so y we will replace with r sin theta. Okay, alright. So step number 2 is we will replace dx dy. Okay, we have dx dy with r dr d theta. So r dr theta, okay, not only dr d theta, it must be r dr d theta. So r is bring also lah, okay, memang dia pair, okay, which is r here must be attached lah. Okay, so these 2 steps only, then you can solve, right? Okay, so now we go to the example. So I give you example here. Okay, by changing, okay, the question is by changing the integrand. Okay, integral form, the integrand from Cartesian, okay, Cartesian mean x, y, z, okay, x, y, to polar coordinates, okay, to polar coordinates. Then evaluate. Okay, they ask you changing first, then evaluate. So means that you need to evaluate in the form of polar. Okay, evaluate negative 2 to 0 4 minus x square. The function here x square plus y square 3 over 2 dy ds. Okay, so you have equation here. So if you solve based on this question directly, you didn't get any marks. Okay, you get what I mean? Because you didn't change the Cartesian, the what we call the form, the coordinates become polar. You supposed be to transform or to change it first to polar form, then you answer it. But if you answer directly from this one, your answer will be considered as wrong, even though maybe your final answer is correct, but they have no marks to be given for your steps. Okay, because you not made the question, you tak menjawab soalan. Okay, so now the question first is by changing the limit. So then baru you evaluate. So you need to change the coordinates first, which is from Cartesian become polar. So how to change? So you just follow the steps that I write down just now. So first step is you will let x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Okay, then after that we will replace with dy dx or dx dy, tak kisahlah kan, dy dx ke apa, by r dr d theta. Okay, so now we do it the first one first. So you can see that they have X. So we will replace it. Okay. So I think it's better to write outside first. Okay. So R cos theta. So X equal to R cos theta. So we want to change the limit first. Okay. I will do it for limit first. So from, okay, I just write down here. Okay. Focus here. Okay. So from this statement or from this equation, what is your limit? Your limit is y equal to 0, kan? And y equal to square root 4 minus x square. So this is your limit. Okay. And your x equation is negative 2 and 2. Okay. So now we want to rearrange, or we want to find the new limit. Okay, we don't want to have x and y anymore. We want r and theta. So I do it first for y. Why I choose y first? Because y is more complex compared to x. X is just a direct number, but for y, yes, 0 and also this one. So we do it for this one first. Okay, we do it for this one. Okay, so y is equal to r sin theta. And this equation is equal to square root 4 minus x square. Okay, I do it this one. Okay, I do it for this one. Because y0 is simple. So we do it the complex one first. Okay. So then this one you move to this side. Okay, before that, here is they have x square, right? So you need to replace also lah. It will be 4 minus r cos theta square. So any x and y you should be replaced with r cos theta or r sin theta. Okay. So r sin theta is equal to square root 4 minus. So this square root I move to this side. So it will be r square sin square theta and is equal to 4 minus r square cos square theta. Okay, I open the power 2 ni. So I darab kat dalam lah. I mean I power each of it. So then what we can see here, they have sine, cos, most of those. Okay, I will bring cos square to the right hand side or to the left hand side. So I have this one plus r square cos square theta equal to 4. Okay, I just move this one to this side. Okay, then both have r square. So I factorize r square. So inside here I left with sine square plus cos square theta equal to 4. And we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equivalent to 1. Okay, trigonometric identity is equivalent to 1. So we have r square equal to 4. Therefore, my r is equal to plus minus 2. Okay, r square. Okay, so r square, when you move the power 2, it will be square root 4. Square root 4 will lead to two answers, positive and negative. So you have plus minus 2. And I also mentioned just now that r here is a radius. Okay, we know that radius is what we call the length. The length, kan? Kalau you calculate circle semua, you have a radius, right? So radius actually is the length. And length cannot be negative. Okay, length cannot be negative. Therefore, your r here, we just consider the positive number, which is r equal to 2. Okay, alright, settle for this one. Alright, so means that the r here we just keep, maksudnya, okay, let's say lah I have a circle. So the radius here is from the origin here, it must be 2. Okay, the length, the radius is 2. So the length here is from, radius here is from 0 until 2. Okay, so we just consider the positive number. Okay, 0 until 2. Okay, so that one is for r. Okay, class, so that one is for r. Okay, we get our r from y equation just now. So now we want to go to x equation. So we have two x just now, x2 and x equal to negative 2, is it? So now x. Okay, tadi daripada y, from y equation we get our r limit. So now from x limit we want to find the theta. Okay, we have theta, right? Okay, so x is equal to r cos theta equal to 2. And r itself, we already get the value just now, which is equal to 2, right? So now we want to find theta. What is your theta? Cos theta equal to 1. So theta is equal to, okay, you can use your calculator to find out what is your theta. So cos inverse 1 lah. So you have 0. So your theta here is 0. Okay, class? The first limit for theta here is 0. So we go to the second one. So r cos theta, the same thing. But now you can see that this is negative 2. So because theta negative 1, theta is equal to, cos inverse negative 1, 180. So I don't want you to write 180 because like I said that theta is an angle. So yeah, sudut 180. Yes, betul sudut. But we don't want to calculate in terms of that one. We want to in terms of symbol, which is 180 is equal also to pi. Okay, is equal to pi. Okay, so now you already get all the new limits here. So the first limit that you have, okay, for example, this one, the limit for y, right, just now. So means that this is for r. Okay, from equation y just now, you get r. Your r is equal to 2. So means that it's from 0 until 2. Okay, so your lower limit is 0, 2. Okay, this is the limit for r. So the second limit here actually the limit for theta. So your theta is from 0 until pi. 0 until pi. Okay, class. So maybe some of you will ask. Your lower limit for x just now is negative 2. Your upper limit is 2. But y here, kalau you follow lah, kalau you mungkin some of you will ask, suppose pi 0 lah. Betul, mungkin lah. Maybe some of you will ask like this. Class, you can see that 0 is a 0 and pi is 180. How come 180 can be the lower limit? Cannot, right? So this limit is wrong. You didn't depends on this actually. You just depends on the new value that you have, that you get here. So the new limit here is from 0 until pi. Okay, so now we settle for the limit. So now the function inside here. So the function inside here, you have x squared plus y squared 3/2 dy dx. Okay, so this one xy. So we don't want xy anymore. Okay, so you just replace. Okay, just follow step 1 tadi pun, the same steps that you done before this. So you will get, ataupun, okay, for example, in the short way, we know that x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So you just remember this one. Okay, you can remember this one because this is the equation for circle. Okay, equation for circle, x squared plus y squared equal to r squared. So you have x squared plus y squared to r squared. So you just substitute directly into here. So you have like this, r squared power 3/2. Okay, so they have no dy dx anymore. Now it will be r dr d theta. Okay, so how I get this? Okay, you can try by follow this one. You just substitute, then you will get x squared plus y squared to r squared. Okay, alright, so after you get this, so you can solve directly. So okay, I just show you how to solve lah. Actually tak ada masalah pun nak solve ni. Okay, this one will be r, so r cube, and don't forget they have r outside here. R and r here can combine, so it will be r4 dr d theta. So you just solve lah. Solve with r with respect to r first, and then after you get the answer, integrate again with respect to theta. After that, substitute the value. So the final answer for this question is 32/5 pi. Okay, alright, class. So I think actually, okay, imagine if you want to solve this question, I think you will face some difficulties because of yeah, they have a power, they have square root, is it? Instead of, if you change to polar, your equation is so simple, just this simple, kan? Betul? So read the question carefully. If the question asks you to change to polar form, yes, you need to change to polar form. It's because it gives you more easier way to solve it. Okay, actually. Right, class? Okay, so we're done for double integral. So for the next video, we will proceed with the triple integral. Okay? Dah.